Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me as I present next year's city budget to City Council. I'd like to recognize City Vice President Dana Miller, who's here today. Also, Finance Committee Chair Carolee Conklin, and all of our council members for their due diligence they will put into the budget in the next coming weeks. This is a budget that lowers taxes for residential homeowners, maintains critical programs and services, all while investing in job creation, safer, more vibrant neighborhoods, and better educational opportunities. The average city homeowner would see their tax bill lowered by $63.89 next year, which will mean a net decrease of 34.91 cents once fees for garbage and water are adjusted. This proposed budget does not raise the existing tax levy in compliance with the state tax cap and is only 1.3% higher than the 2016-17 amended budget. I am proud of this budget because it lowers the residential tax burden and continues to invest in important programs and services. I am proud that after receiving 2 bond rating upgrades and an award from the Government Finance Officers Association of America for strong fiscal management, we are clearly demonstrating that we are strong stewards of the public's money. I am proud to say that despite our financial challenges, we continue to invest in our citizens and the growth of our city, which should be obvious to anyone as you look at all the progress taking place in every corner of Rochester. And I'm pleased that these investments continue to bear positive results. This budget makes these important investments, cut taxes, and maintain services, all while ensuring we live within our means. The city will be investing in additional police recruit class in the fall to maintain higher staffing during the following summer demand peak. Dollars are also earmarked to purchase new fire apparatus and continue school fire safety education. I want to thank Governor Cuomo and our local delegation for their ongoing support. As a result of their assistance, Rochester will receive more than $4 million in assistance for our shared mobility, pedestrian wayfinding, LED lighting, road improvements, and other ongoing efforts. We will continue working with our leaders in Albany to address our ongoing fiscal needs. Once again, this year, we engaged our citizens through important public input sessions, which included a telephone town hall meeting, a facilitated meeting at City Hall, and an online survey. I believe citizen input is critical. After all, this spending plan is really the people of Rochester's budget, and as such, it should reflect their needs and priorities. I would like to personally thank all of the citizens who took part in our community engagement efforts. This budget is the product of many months of work done by the Budget Department under the leadership of Chris Wagner, along with the efforts of my senior management team and the many other city employees who work on their individual departments' budgets. Let's please give them a round of applause. I am grateful to everyone who helped make this budget possible and want you to know how much I appreciate your efforts, hard work, and commitment to Rochester and its residents. The budget continues to focus on my 3 priorities: more jobs, safer, more vibrant neighborhoods, and better schools and educational opportunities. To help bring more jobs to our residents who need them most, we will invest in many important programs and services, including the Kiva micro-lending program. I'm wearing a necklace from one of the businesses today, to support small business owners and the jobs they create. Vanpool, to connect residents who need work with the jobs available off of traditional transit routes. We will invest in Operation Transformation Rochester in ReJobs environmental construction job training program to give residents marketable skills needed to not just find a job, but to begin a career and provide for their families. We are also funding the City Business Development Financial Assistance and Neighborhood Commercial Assistant Programs, along with the AMTEP, to open the door to good-paying, skilled manufacturing jobs. Other job-creating initiatives include the Pathways to Public Safety Careers, Summer of Opportunity, and our City Hall Fellowship Program. To help achieve our goal of better schools and educational opportunities for all of our citizens, we are putting our money where our mouth is and increasing our investment to programs for children and families funding by $800,000. And we are investing in improvements to the Adams Street and Ryan's Art Centers in partnership with the Rochester City School District. And we continue working with schools for literacy aids and libraries and art centers to ensure these institutions aren't just about checking out books or playing, but also about learning. We will also work with the Rochester City School District to expand the Ready Rosie early learning program to engage parents in their child's success. We continue to invest in literacy through programs like Books Before Birth, Raising a Reader, and Story Time with Style. And we continue the commitment to our Beacon School model at School 17, a center of learning and important services for our children and their families. We will let our children know we believe in them and their dreams by supporting the Reach Higher College Enrollment Initiative, increased programming at our centers, including STEM literacy, health-focused initiatives. Another priority is developmental screening for 3-year-olds and our pregnancy prevention programs to ensure there is no movable barrier in a child's path to success. And our investment in safer, more vibrant neighborhoods will include the police department section offices to finalize our community-based police reorganization. We will put dollars into the successful Anti-Violence Pathways to Peace program and retool the point system for enhanced neighborhood quality of life. Our roofing replacement program and emergency assistance and targeted housing repair programs will be used to help those in need meet the often overwhelming expenses of critical home repairs. We will engage our citizens in the creation of the Police Training Advisory Committee and will continue investing in the public market to support current and additional vendors along with jobs they provide. And we are also making investments in innovation and efficiency with a FOIL process that is more open and transparent than ever before, which will be complemented by the creation of an Office of Business Intelligence in the Police Department to focus on analysis and transparency through an open data initiative. We are a green city, and we believe in science, so we will develop a climate action plan designed to reduce our carbon footprint through a 40% reduction of greenhouse gas emissions by 2030. And if you go to our waterfront today, you will understand why I'm investing resources in a climate vulnerability assessment to prepare our climate change impacts like flooding. And to keep this budget's green streak going, we will complete a 7-acre solar farm at the old Emerson Street landfill, along with an expanded investment in LED lighting upgrades for streetlights and at city facilities, including the War Memorial, 911, Charlotte Library, and 13 art centers. All of this is complemented by our commitment to develop shared mobility services, including bike share, car share, and as well as van pool. I think it is very important to note that state aid did not include a permanent adjustment to Rochester's AIM aid. So we will continue to face financial challenges related to the maintenance of effort outlay for our school district. We remain truly grateful for the support we have received from Albany. However, we also believe Rochester deserves an AIM aid formula that will put us on parity with Buffalo and Syracuse, or at very least, bring us to a break-even point related to our maintenance of effort requirement, and we will continue to make this point to our representatives. But this truly is a good news budget. We are reclaiming and reinvigorating our city by investing in our neighborhoods, police and fire departments, and our children through our art centers and libraries, and our future by embracing green initiatives and energy conservation. And we are accomplishing all of that while ensuring that the typical homeowner sees a reduction in their taxes. As I mentioned, this budget process began with a $50.1 million budget gap, and I have employed a combination of expense reductions and revenue enhancements to close this challenging gap. And I'm going to turn this over to the great budget director that we have, Chris Wagner, to walk us through the nuances of the process. Him and his team did an extraordinary job, and he still has black hair, so we appreciate that.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank the mayor and the entire senior management team for the hard work on this budget. I also want to thank the CIP committee. A lot of people worked on this. I want to thank my staff as well, and I'd like to take a moment briefly just to acknowledge them by name. Sarah Boyce, Charlotte Davenport, John Fornoff, Joe Mistico, Sarah Ruckberg, Josephus Tisdale, and Suzanne Warren. Thank you. The proposed 17-18 budget totals $525,604,100, which is 1.3% higher than the current amended budget of $518,757,400. We closed our $50.1 million gap by making adjustments to our planned capital expenditures and adjusting enterprise fund balances that help support them. But I want to point out that our overall city capital investment in 17-18 will be very consistent with the capital investment in 16-17, about $54 million between cash capital and debt. We have a targeted use of general fund balance of about $8.8 million, which is down slightly from 16-17. We generated departmental reductions in efficiencies of $5.1 million. We use another $3.5 million from premium and interest fund to pay debt service. We have enterprise fund fee increases of $2.4 million. That includes refuse, parking, local works, and water. We're tapping a surplus in healthcare rate stabilization fund of $2.2 million. And this goes back to the maintenance memorandum of agreement we have with our unions. So there was a surplus on our healthcare funding, so we're able to use that to help pay for retiree medical. We have a lower than projected debt service of about $1.6 million, increased pilot revenue of about $1.6 million. We're generating another $1.6 million from the sale of real property, including some development parcels. We are realizing some additional revenue from higher collection rates on property taxes, both current and delinquent. Again, we're not raising the tax levy, but we've had strong collections the past couple of years, and we're recognizing that higher collection rate in this budget. We've got additional revenue from consolidated highway improvement funding from the state for $500,000, a transfer from our tax refunds and overpayments line of $400,000, and $200,000 in net of other changes. Our general fund reserves totaled $87.2 million at the end of last year. We expect to maintain that level of reserves when we finish this year. So the 17-18 budget assumes total use of about $15.1 million in general fund balance. And our use of reserves keeps us above our targeted minimum of $52 million, or about 10% of our overall operating budget. This budget does propose the reduction of 13 full-time positions and the addition of 2 full-time for a net reduction of 11 positions. You see the detail there on where those occur. Many of these positions were vacant, but not all. We worked hard with our HR department to find options for those individuals facing potential layoff, and we were able to accommodate all of them. So we anticipate no layoffs in this budget. This budget includes no increase in the tax levy. The state mandated shift results in a shift of tax burden from homeowners to businesses. As I said, we raised rates in the enterprise funds to help close the gap. Increases of about 3% are proposed for refuse, local works, and water. So the net effect of no increase in the tax levy, the state mandated shift, and the increase in refuse, water, and local works charges, as the mayor mentioned, is a decrease in the typical homeowner bill of $34.91. And so for the rest of the process forward here, City Council will hold hearings on the budget June 7th and 13th, and for the school district budget on June 14th. Council votes on the budget June 20th, and the new fiscal year starts July 1. So now I will turn it back over to Mayor Warren.
Again, thank you, Chris, and your team for your hard work on this. We are truly committed to our citizens, and I think that this budget reflects the hard work of each and every one of our employees here at the City of Rochester. We would not be able to do what we do on behalf of our citizens without each and every one of you. So today, I truly want to tell you thank you for your service. Let's give our employees a big round of applause. Chris is going to go over to 309A to take any specific questions that the media has. to answer any questions about the budget. And again, we thank you all for coming, and we will wish you all a great weekend. Thank you.